Hello, my name is Rekutsko, and welcome back to the Duenkhy. Happy freaking New Year! This is actually being released on the 31st, so you guys will be seeing this right before that first of the year starts. So I want to end it off. I want to end it off right with one of my favorite games so far of 2016, and I love it. I love it so much. I love the story behind it. There's been a lot of awesome games that I've played, and this one's really taken the cake for me. But let's go ahead and get into it and see what exactly we're going to be getting ourselves into for this part at least. Okay. Hey, I got your food and drink here. Lady's busy in the kitchen, so I'll take you over for your table for the night. Ah, hey, Callisto, thanks. Callisto sets down my meal like a regular pro. I can catch his black eyes darting between me and Cassius. I have no idea what can be going on in that scaly head of his. So are you two here for karaoke night? Huh? Karaoke night? Yeah, it's kind of once a month deal. Open mic, have on your first drink. Public singing is more entertaining for everyone involved if you're touch inebriated, you know. As if on crew, a middle-aged elf take this. Oh, an elf? Really? I did not know that there was going to be mythical creatures here. Takes the mic and starts belting a solemn tune. A swiftly smothered sound of amusement escapes Cassius, though he catches himself. I, too, find myself hard-pressed for maintaining solemnity. That's kind of a big word for you, buddy. Somehow I managed to keep a straight face even in the midst of what can only be described as a shaky elf wailing. Aww, how sad. Entertaining, huh? I'll take your word for it. I didn't know karaoke night even existed in the first place. Cassius and I are just here to hang out. Ooh, hanging out, huh? Callisto is a cute guy with a pretty face, but he gives me that suggestive grin and eyebrow raise combo. I want to punch him just a tiny bit. I mean, I'd probably want to do the same. Thanks for the food. I'm going to eat and ignore you now. Without really even looking at my plate, I stab my fork into something and stick it in my mouth, just so that I have... Dude, how are you supposed to know what it is? It might have been something gross and weird. Oh gosh. Callisto shrugs and takes the hint, wandering off to take care of another table. Karaoke night. I swallow and shift my focus back to Cassius. It's only just now that I'm realizing my plate is covered in scrambled eggs and French toast. Okay. I can deal with scrambled eggs and French toast. I can always go for frickin' scrambled eggs and French toast. Of course, with me hitting my microphone all the frickin' time. Sorry. That was very unnecessary. Do you sing? No, not really. My voice is too... unnatural. It's not smooth and pleasant like your voice. Aww, that's so sweet. I like your voice the way it is. Plus, I'm no good at singing, so my voice isn't any better. I've never actually heard Cassius singing, but I can't imagine it's unpleasant in any way. True, his voice has some odd qualities, but they're not bad. The volume tends to be particularly uniform. The quality makes it sound somewhat like it's coming from the receiver of a phone, probably due to his small speakers. Oh, yeah, that's right, because he's a toy piano. When he raises his voice, it gets tinier, so I could see how that might be undesirable for his singing voice. But at his default setting, his words have an even musical quality that I find enjoyable to listen to now that I'm used to it. It's funny though, because when I compare it to that robot friend of Tor's, the robot's voice is more natural, if not a little monotone. He sounded almost just like a human. I gave him a freaking robot voice, so I guess that wasn't really explained very well. Or anything with real vocal cords, I guess. Cassius, this is more like a voice filtered through a vocoder, or a talk box. Whatever, I guess. Anyway, Cassius doesn't really need to know that. I think it hurt his feelings. I appreciate your support, but I just don't think I could conform. I don't think I can conform. I don't think I can perform in front of this many people. I'd be really embarrassed. It's true, but aren't you going to have to do just that for the contest? Dude, that's what I was just thinking too. Isn't there an audience and a panel of judges and all that? Are you really just now noticing that? Has you never considered this? Oh no, Cassius, come on, dude. But that's different. I'll be ready by then. I'll be... Oh no. Oh, why did we have to open our stupid mouth? He sounds kinda disoriented. Seriously, how has he not worked this out already? Surely he realizes what he was signing himself up for. Cassius? I'm sorry. He shakes his keyboard and looks to the side. I know I have to get over my embarrassment and perform in front of people for the contest, and I've been trying to mentally prepare myself for all that this time, but it's coming up so soon, I still don't feel ready yet. I don't know if I'll be strong enough to play well with an audience watching. I don't even know if my songs are any good. Are they accessible enough? Are they too unoriginal? Will everyone understand the intentions behind each song? I'm at this point where I'm so nervous about what's going on and everyone thinking about my creations that I feel like I've forgotten what's made music fun. It's bumming me out a little, to be honest. Aw, dude, don't feel like that. I love music. I love it more than anything. It's how I communicate with others and it's how I express myself. I love listening to it and I love making it, but right now I don't love it so much, and that scares me. I don't want to give up on the contest yet. I want to preserve myself and put myself out there. But at the same time, what's the point of showing anyone songs that I don't even like that much? I made the first one when I was still really excited, so that one's okay. But the second song is so uninspired, and the third one I'm working on is complete garbage. There's not enough time to scrap 2 entire songs though. We have to learn and perfect these songs by next month, and each entering band is required to play exactly 3 original songs, so I can't cut anything. I'm just embarrassed at the thought of anyone hearing this stuff. I want to put my very best out there. I don't want anyone to think that this is all I'm capable of. I don't want to be looked down on. Ugh. I'm so sorry for dumping all this on you all of a sudden. I'm just really at a loss. I've been secretly freaking out about all this week. Oh man, that's every artist's problem though, honestly. Like, I've had the same problem when I'm making my own music and everything like that, and being able to perform it in front of people, and just all around having second thoughts about everything. It's very normal. I sneak another forkful of food in my mouth to buy precious thinking time. This is indeed a lot of information. All this time I'd been under the impression that he was nothing but excited and prepared for the concert, yet he's been worrying about so much. How can I possibly calm him down? Oh, we gotta pick something? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna freaking wreck this. Cut a song, focus on making your current songs good. Take a small break from writing and rehearsing. Push through, keep doing what you're doing. Don't criticize your own work so harshly. Oh, God, I don't know. I don't know. I need to save it. I need to save it because I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I've yet to go back on a decision that I've made so far in this game, but I think this might be one of them where I might want to look at every single option available. I don't know if I'm going to do that right now, though. Let's see. Focus on making it. That's never a good thing. If you keep cutting songs, you're going to eventually run out of time. It's not a good thing to keep rushing yourself and making yourself freak out even more by cutting a song, because that's just going to make you freak out more in the long run, as usual. Take a small break from writing and rehearsing. If you do that, not only are you going to put yourself in more of a hassle later, you're going to end up worrying about it the whole freaking time. So those 2 options, completely off the table. Push through, keep doing what you're doing. Sometimes that is the best option, to keep doing what you're doing. If you're writing songs you don't feel are inspired enough, or you feel like you're just not getting the full weight of it, sometimes just keeping on going with what you're doing will eventually make it, like, it'll make up for itself and kind of lead you down a road where, like, oh, well, this isn't actually as bad as I thought it was. If you keep on going, and, like, sometimes if you make something out of what you thought was bad before and make something new from it, that'll eventually kind of work itself through, but maybe we don't have enough time for that. Not criticizing your own work so harshly is probably the best way to go about it, as far as I think. I know this is kind of a lot of ridiculous notions to kind of push on you guys here, but it's a really, really interesting idea that's been brought upon us as far as, like, decision making goes for not just this game, but as an individual. I know I'm kind of like just spouting ideas off the top of my head here, but I think not criticizing your own work so harshly should go for everything, and that's not just music, that's everything that you do. And that's what I do a lot of the times when I'm making YouTube videos, is that I criticize myself so much, and I'm like, I really don't like this video, but I need to put it out, and I need to do this, and this, and this, and this. And sometimes we're our own worst critic, and that screws us up in the long run for something that might be really, really good, and be really, really likable. And altogether, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to freaking make sense of something here. I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one because I think it's going to end up being much better for us in the long run. So, don't criticize your work. I know this might be hard for you to hear, Cassius, but I think you're being way too hard on yourself. Ever hear the saying, your own... Exactly my sentiments. That's exactly what I was trying to get at here. How have you never heard that before, you precious small bean? Really? Well, it definitely applies to you. You know your own strengths and weaknesses better than anyone, and it's making you judge your strong songs too harshly. Strongs? Judging your strongs. I mean, from what I've heard of them so far, I think you're doing fine. There's nothing wrong with pushing to improve yourself, and there's certainly nothing wrong with wanting to show the judges your best side, so to speak, but take it easy just a little bit, okay? Don't kill yourself over this. Give yourself some time, take a breather, step back and give yourself some perspective. And above all, learn to separate yourself from your work. Separate? But my music is a part of me. I know that, but you're working yourself up into this stressed out frenzy because you're worrying so much about what others will think of it, right? Cassius concedes with a slow, silent nod, aiming his gaze down at the table. He rubs an arm and lets out an artificial sigh. I mean, if he's got a sigh about it, then he's got a sigh about it. Yeah, I just want everyone to like it. He speaks as though it's physically taxing, almost as like he has to wrangle each word from his throat to force it open into speech. I'm losing my mind here with all this stuff that's being pushed on me, and I'm just being dumbs. If nobody likes what I make, it'll make me feel like everything I put into music, time, money, energy, it'll make me feel like all of that went to waste. And my parents. Cassius puts so much of himself into his musical endeavors. It's no wonder he's come to have such an askewed idea how it reflects on him as a person. Perhaps music means a little more to him than average musician, given that he was literally born into it. But regardless, I don't think it's healthy for him to base his self-worth solely on how much others enjoy his stuff. What would I know, though? I've never created anything of that level. Maybe I'm not in the position to be telling Cassius what he should and shouldn't feel about music. Even if nobody else likes it, which I doubt is possible, I like your songs. And I have fun learning how to play them with you. In fact, it's an honor. So just try not to be so disparaging towards them, okay? I have faith in you. Take what comfort you can in that, if anything. Well... He twiddles his thumbs as a softness edges into his voice. Thank you, Rekutsko. I really appreciate it. I'll keep your advice in mind. Do you think you could listen to the new stuff I'm working on later? Maybe if I got a second opinion, I wouldn't be so likely to second guess myself. Of course. I'd be happy to. Okay, so what I really want to get at here, just for a second, is that everything that you do in life is kind of based on not just you yourself as a person, based on you yourself as a person, but in kind of what your endeavors are towards the future. And what I mean is that you shouldn't criticize what you do. And that's exactly what this is trying to say. It's basically trying to say, don't judge yourself to the point of making yourself feel like everything you're doing isn't worth it. It's a really, really easy thing to do to yourself, and I do it to myself constantly. Don't put yourself into a position where you're constantly berating yourself and putting yourself down because you feel like your work isn't the best work that it can be. Because whether or not that's true, you can always have time to improve, and I'm sure it's not as bad as you think it is. Because like it said, you're your own worst critic. I think I am going to go ahead and end it here, though. I know this is kind of more of a shorter episode, but I am completely out of time, and I think we've gotten a really, really awesome message across. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. God, I haven't said that in a while. Click on that little icon down there of my face to subscribe to the channel if you so wish to get these faster to you guys, as well as the other videos off to the side there. Those are going to lead you to some other content that I've created. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.